trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Gino down to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Smith. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. And how about this decision? Tie game first half. But here's an onside kick. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it and onside.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And he scored 14-7. Seahawks got it. They did. It's Seattle football. Well, they just scored. They got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
2nd and 9. From the 50, it's Smith. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The last one got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Never asked.
Carr gonna throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Smith. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They'll try and run forward with Penny. And the hole closes closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. Another try for Penny. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. Third and goal.
You all right there?
Smith. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before
I don't need 2 points.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 21-7. Well, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's complete to Adams. They'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way they're panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go, and of course they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. The final shot here before half for Carr. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is taken in at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the 3rd quarter. Another big play right there.
They'll sneak it with Smith, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Seahawks have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Josh Jones. And they take possession of the football and have it after 36
Get you like a dog.
Yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over. And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Gino. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Back near his goal line. Here's Carr. And he can't get away. Carr is going to go down, and that is a safety.
Well, 2 snaps ago, I don't think anyone thought a safety was on the table, yet it happened. They cut him up back-to-back plays, breaking through the line. No amount of evading was going to save him from a sack on either play, and on the last one, he ran too deep into the end zone to set up the safety.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Check this play out.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're continuing to rock and roll, and at intermission, maybe sometimes you fear after such
good
his
pick.
pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Anthony Averett picks it, and this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
Man, I have a bunch of fingers in my trip.
Yeah. You need to get some because I need some more. Oh, did you?
Unfortunate it wasn't picked off.
So we have like 3.
On 2nd and 10, Carr. The left side throw complete to Adams. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Carr finding his former college teammate Adams there for the Raider first. Throwing now is Carr. Rolling to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr. And the pass complete to Waller on the out route. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Jet sweep. Carr backs it forward. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They'll run it with Jacobs, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll run with Jacobs, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Carr will look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and take it away.
Penny, a first down carry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, Penny. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr over the middle, it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Carr. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. From the 31, Carr. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's a defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Here's Carr. Oh, the slant connects with Devontae Adams. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Carr now on first down. That one into the hands of Adams downfield. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 39 yards there, a big one. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Again, they'll throw with Carr. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Caught outright by Renfro. Stiff-armed him. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A Raider first down, Carter Renfro.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is...
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And the Seahawks are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. All I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
But just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You got to go compete for the ball so you don't get another one picked off.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about it.
And, my goodness, another interception. Tariq Woolen puts it, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these different corners, they've been special teams and set packages, and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
On first down, Carr. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
Now the Seahawksons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
A first run for the backup, Abdullah. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all. And it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really start to matter. They got to make some moves.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Tariq Woolen picks it, and he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Smith going to throw it.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Smith now to throw. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. They'll run with Penny. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. Rashad Penny unable to get there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. He'll get it inside the 20. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there.
Come on, man, finish the game. Stop that. You better watch how you fucking talk to me.
One final try now for Carr. And this is intercepted. And that should do it.
Jordan Brooks with it.
So the victory here for Seattle. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Without question, when you force